Good morning, dear students. I am Amrita. I think in the previous session we learned analysis of first group basic radical. So now we will discuss analysis of second group basic radical. Usually, second group basic radical may contain either copper or cadmium ion. So let us perform the experiment. In order to do this experiment, you have to take a salt mixture in a test tube and add distilled water. So observe here, take a salt mixture and add distilled water so that the salt particles is completely dissolved in distilled water. So that salt particles started to dissolve in a distilled water. So it is considered as original solution. So this is taken as a original solution. By using this original solution, you have to determine the second group basic radical. Okay. So this original solution, add dilute HCl. Okay. If there is no white precipitate is formed, on adding dilute HCl, there is no white precipitate is formed. Hence, the first group basic radical is absent. Okay. So observe carefully. Here there is no white precipitate is formed. Hence, the first group basic radical is absent. So, and this solution is subjected to centrifugation. Then take a centrifugate. Take a centrifugate from the first group. So now I will take the centrifugate of the first group and pass hydrogen sulfide gas carefully. Observe here. Hydrogen sulfide gas is passed to a centrifugate. So in the test tube you can observe there is a formation of bubbles takes place. And slowly the solution is turned into black precipitate. There is a formation of black precipitate takes place in the test tube. So this confirms either lead or copper ion may be present in the reaction mixture. Okay. On passing hydrogen sulfide to a centrifugate, you will observe there is a formation of black precipitate takes place in the test tube. So this confirms this tells us that there may be copper or lead ion is present in the given salt mixture. So that salt mixture, you have to divide the precipitate into two parts. So take the solution in two different test tube. So the first part, you add ammonium hydroxide solution to the black precipitate is taken in a test tube. So that is called as first part. To that you have to add ammonium hydroxide slowly. So on adding ammonium hydroxide with the help of dropper, here the solution is turned into blue color. You can notice the changes. The solution is turned into blue color. So this confirms copper is present in a given salt. So on adding one more drop of ammonium hydroxide to a test tube, again the black color is completely turned into blue color. In the test tube you can notice slowly it is turned into blue color. So this confirms The salt mixture contain copper ion. Okay, so this is the first part. You can clearly distinguish a blue color solution in a test tube. Okay, next take another test tube that it contain black precipitate. So for this you have to add dilute acetic acid and potassium ferrocyanate. Now take a small amount of the precipitate, that is part 2, that you have to taken in a test tube, in a separate test tube. For that you have to add potassium ferrocyanate. Observe the changes. On adding potassium ferrocyanate, you can notice the changes. Here the potassium ferrocyanate gives chocolate color precipitate. In the test tube you can notice the color changes. The black precipitate is turned into chocolate color. So this confirms copper ion. By this way we can determine the copper ion present in a given salt mixture. So this is about analysis of second group basic radical. Thanks for watching.